Good morning. Welcome to Beyond Cancer with Marina Blackford. We're live. It is Friday, December 13th. If you're listening to the replay or watching the replay, thank you so much for being here. I think you'll get a lot out of this live, even if you are not here active in the live that's happening, because the lives are magic. They allow me to kind of touch base with you guys, give you an update with where I'm at as a survivor, a two-time breast cancer survivor. And I pay forward some stuff that's helping me mentally these days. So I'm pretty sure it could help you if you have been diagnosed with cancer and you have anxiety in your life. I feel that. And so I always share my tips of what's helping me currently. I answer questions. So if you do make it to a live, you'll subscribe to receive notifications. And if you come to a live, you can ask your questions. And oftentimes we support each other too. Someone will have a question that maybe it's a medication I didn't directly take, but you have experience with, and it helps somebody. So you'll get all of that out of the live. So thank you for being here. Again, I'm Marina Blackford. I'm a two-time triple negative breast cancer survivor. I did chemotherapy each time I was diagnosed. I had recurrence at 5 years, and this might surprise you, but I had recurrence after double mastectomy, after removing both breasts. Um, I can't tell you exactly why I had recurrence because I did chemo. I did 4-ANC and 12 Taxol. I did that surgery to remove my breast tissue and had good pathology results after. Um, Cancer's weird like that. Life is weird like that. It was shocking. It was upsetting to find another lump again at literally the 5-year mark. I had a 2-year-old and a newborn. It was the end of the pandemic, and I found a new lump. And what I lean into is that I had an intuition about that. Like I was taking a shower and washing and felt that under my armpit near my ribs. And I knew immediately that I needed to call my medical team. And so those moments are the moments that are important. It's not what did I do wrong? What did they do wrong? It's what are we going to do now? And I think that really helped save my sanity and just a lot of emotions I could have had then. I could have been so mad at my medical team and not trusted them and gone somewhere else. I could have been so mad at myself that maybe I wasn't doing something right. But none of that would have changed where I was at. So I just was so happy that I found it. That was all I wanted to focus on was, all right, what do we need to do next? And go from there. And do I believe chemo works? I do. I know it does. It did get rid of cancer cells, but that's how important chemo is, as powerful it is. And as much as it can make you feel sick and you lose your hair or whatever effects that you had from it, it does work. And the fact that I still had reoccurrence goes to show you that sometimes even something that powerful can't get it all. So that's why we do chemo though. Like we have to do it well, and then we have to do surgery, and then we have to look at our lifestyle. Most important things I think when people come to me about fear and anxiety of will cancer come back? I don't know because it came back for me. It came back twice for my mom. She's a 3-time survivor. But I do know that that I have to believe in certain things that are going to help me in the day-to-day. What helps me? How am I eating? How am I de-stressing? And am I enjoying this moment? I feel like those are the pillars of how I can survive. Um, I feel like I could do things perfectly and it's going to go how it's going to go. So, I'm just going to try and do certain things well, like get nutrition. Probably the biggest thing, de-stress. I feel a lot of anxiety the last week. I think it has to do not so much with the holidays, actually, in how I'm serving my audience. So that's not on you guys, that's on me. I love the lives, so thank you for coming. But it's always like this feeling of like, what if I could do more? And, instead of, um, just putting pen to paper, sometimes it just manifests for any of us, right? Work, family, whatever busyness you have going on, until there's like an action that precedes the thought. Sometimes it just gets bottled up in our body, I feel like, as anxiety. So we're meant to do something with it. And typically it's one day at a time. It's been my motto here, and I haven't said it a lot lately, but especially if you're on the cancer journey, one day at a time. I live by a planner. I love writing in it, but we only have one day at a time, and we can only do what we can do today. And each day is a new day. And by the grace of, God, we get a new day every day. So I'm going to jump to the comments. First comment is on Esmeralda. Hello, welcome. Good morning. Crystal, one of my regular subscribers that returns to the live. Crystal G. Good morning, Marina. I just at my oncologist, so I'll have to watch this later. I hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you. I hope you have a good appointment. Good appointment. So yeah, did any of that just touch base with you guys? Welcome to my space. In this corner of the internet, in my little world here, you'll find videos on my channel that'll help you with chemo, radiation, surgery, and vlogs. I haven't done a vlog in a while. If you guys want more vlogs, tell me in the comments. I need to know what you guys enjoy. I just put out a tip video this week because I continue to make those to continue reaching people. But that one was on neuropathy and how to use ice gloves. I just think it was really, really important to, share tips that seem so obvious to me. But when I coach people or talk to people, not everybody knows about certain things. So there will be tip videos that, you know, not returning viewers may or may not use, but it's important for everybody to see. So that was my video of the week. If there's a topic that you would specifically love for me to talk on, put it in the comments. I want to make sure that I'm kind of addressing some of those thoughts that help you. Okay. Another comment on Deborah, I believe the thought to look forward. What do we do now? It's no one's fault. I also am trying to keep a journal, even though done with treatment, still helpful. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Deborah. Yes, it is still helpful. I journaled the other night about nothing specific. I think for me, mom life, raising kids, it's like a new day every day when you're raising kids because you're like, they're always learning something new, and it's cute and exciting, and you're like, oh, I could overthink everything. So journaling helps me reflect. It helps me with gratitude, huge one. Um, it definitely helps shift my mind. So I'm a big believer in just sometimes just taking a moment to write how you're feeling. Um, it's awesome, right? Get a pretty journal, get a pretty pen, and just find a moment to get those thoughts out. All right. So I'm going to share with you my tip for the week that is helping me because I am always thinking of ways that I can help and reach people. And so here's my tip, and it's going to be so crazy that it's like you're gonna think about it. But this phrase is helping me this week, and all it is keep it simple. 3 words. Keep it simple. Sounds I didn't hear me out. I mean, if you love doing like Christmas light display and you're like, nope, we go crazy, like go crazy, but keep it simple. Your process, right? I start with the lights on the ground, then I do this, and then I add in that, done. But like keep your process simple. So, how does this help you on the cancer journey? I think it's key to help you on the cancer journey. Again, decision making, overwhelm, what's next? I've put these tips in my videos. I think specifically there's a playlist like that's cancer tips. Um, I start with the foundation. Okay. Find that good medical team. Maybe you've been referred to them. Maybe you've had an appointment. You've met the oncologist. You know, give it a really good shot of them explaining to you what's going on, what you need to do, how is the communication at the whole facility, could it be better? Like, I don't want you to pick up and jump around from cancer center to cancer center. I want you to find one that you can really, work with and and keep it simple in that regard, right? So I've picked a cancer center. Okay, I have an oncologist. Okay, who do I communicate with when I have questions? Is it them? Do they have a nurse practitioner? Like, what is the system for that? But just kind of going through like getting these things in place and then just using those systems. It's like, does that make sense? Having a system is what helped me. So I had my cancer center, my oncologist, I had a nurse navigator. I could call, leave messages. Like I just try to keep it simple. So what's the next appointment on the calendar? How am I going to prepare for that? It's just like breaking it down one thing at a time. Um, Now is not the time to overhaul your life. I'm just going to say that. I don't know if somebody needed to hear that. I think it's important to reflect on what things you can start to change. If you feel like you're like, "Oh, I could definitely eat a little better," let's start with a little better. I don't think we need to go and just get overwhelmed by the decision making that comes with like how to eat and meal plan and meal prep and all this stuff. Like just let's keep it simple. So we're going to start to swap out bad things for good things. Dinner, I try to keep it simple around here. All right. There's like a protein, a side, a fruit or vegetable. I mean, usually a vegetable at dinner, but with my kids, sometimes it's a fruit because we're just going for a win. Okay. I could drive myself crazy on like that we're not eating amazing, or I could just like keep it simple, give us some healthy options, and just call it a day because the stress of not doing enough isn't helping any of us. And I think especially this time of year, right? The end of the year, holidays, work, wrapping up the end of the year, family, things, just, parties, whatever. It's a lot. And I just try to keep it simple. If there's a party you're going to, keep it simple. Offer to bring your one dish that you know how to make without fail. Keep it simple, right? If your kids have an event, put it in the calendar, make sure they have an outfit and be done with it. Just keep it simple. Um, it's even if you're like, "Oh, man," like, sometimes I'm that person. I like to kinda, like, push back, like, "What do you mean keep it simple? How do I do that?" Like, no, no, no. I'm just gonna tell myself keep it simple, and it's actually gonna help me move forward in my decision making. Okay. Alright. So, very light on the comments today, so yeah, thank you guys for watching right now. I wanted you to hear that. I think it's really valuable going into the end of the year with keep it simple on your brain when it comes to your appointments, your lifestyle. Just keep it simple. The internet can be overwhelming. Sometimes I take breaks from social media because I'm like, this isn't helping. And sometimes I just take away what I could take away from a message that I saw. Maybe it was just something funny. Maybe it was a tip on eating. With my kids, keep it simple. Kids just want your presence. They literally gifts. No, they want you. They want you to be present with them. Again, Christmas presents are great. My kids are going to be thrilled to open some things, but honestly, I think they really just want my undivided attention for like 15 minutes sometimes. And it's better than anything you could be running around town to buy them and wrap up and gift them. So keep it simple. Um, that's my main message for today. I wanted you guys to hear that, but I want to answer questions. So, Deborah just commented on what I'm saying here. Good point. Real simple or simple. I saw several cancer patients who feel bad not having holiday cheer this year. Ooh, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Um, I'm all about it. Like if that's your emotion, like I feel bad, I think it's what's behind that emotion. I mean, cancer patient or not, you don't have to have holiday cheer. Like, who's making you feel like you need to have holiday cheer? Is it because you're not decorating? Is it because you're not, wearing a Christmas sweater? What does holiday cheer look like for you? And then if you're not doing it, does that bother you or not? Like oh my gosh. Can you guys tell I'm a coach? I'm Marina Blackford. I'm a certified cancer and life coach, and I help people work through these emotions because sometimes I don't think it's about that they don't have holiday cheer. Do they actually feel guilty that they should, or do they feel what there's for each of us? It's so unique what that could mean. So if you need help with going through treatment, I'd encourage you to book a call with me to do some cancer coaching. I offer that. It's here on my channel. There's a link to my calendar that you can just click and book. If you are done with treatment and you're having trouble thriving, I would say you might need life coaching, and I do that. So also you can go to my calendar and book a call to see if life coaching would be something that would be good for you. Um, yeah, that's what's available for you. Okay, I'm gonna copy my calendar and put it in the comments for you guys. Mm, there we go. Yes. So, how else can I help you on this live today? I'd love to hear from you guys. You guys could just be busy out shopping because it's that season. I am about to go to a Christmas party right after this. So, that's what's going in my life. Um, Running, I ran the New York City Marathon November 3rd, and I actually am not doing a lot of running right now because it's winter and it's so dark and cold in the morning. So I'm going to pick up my running. I've decided after the holidays. So January 1, it's always a really nice time to kind of reset with fitness goals. So that's my plan. What is your plan for the holidays? Put it in the comments. What are your plans for the holidays? Do you have holiday cheer? And what is your plan for the new year? What do you like to do for the new year to kind of like reset? For me, I think it's getting out running again. It will be that. In the comments, I just linked my calendar there. All right, Mafanta, hello. Thank you for commenting and welcome. I was talking about this time of year, how it gets so busy, whether you've had cancer or not. I talk about being affected by anxiety, but my motto that's helping me this last week is keep it simple. I'm trying to just keep it simple. Literally responding to emails, I keep it simple. Um, what I when I'm talking to people, I just keep it simple. Like I'm just like sometimes listening does way more than talking, but depends who you're talking to, right? All right, great. There's my calendar for you guys. What else? Let's talk about holiday cheer. What I'm doing for holiday cheer. I'm a mixed bag of it too this year. I love decorating, but I feel like I just kept it simple this year. The tree's up, the ornaments are on, most of the ornaments the kids placed, and I could have perfected my tree. I could have done like just over the top with the ribbon, and I just kept it simple. I'm like, it lights up and it's good enough. It's okay. Some years you just keep it simple. Somebody that loves an amazing Christmas tree display would probably be disappointed with my Christmas tree. I'm just saying. All right. Comment from Brandy. My plan is to enjoy the holidays to the fullest and find the beauty in all things. Ooh, I closed my eyes for that one. I closed my eyes for that one because I love that one. I love it. Finding beauty in all things. That's what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter if you if your Christmas tree is the fanciest, one that could be on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, or whether it's just enough or it lights up. But just finding beauty in it regardless. My tree is made up of tons of ornaments from where we've traveled and my kids' handmade ornaments, and I'm just like, "That's beautiful in itself." Right? That's awesome. And I do love the holidays. We're going up to the snow soon in a couple weeks, so I'm making sure my kids have enough warm clothes. And until we do that, like, it's 75 in Arizona. It's crazy. So, yeah, find beauty in all things. That that's probably it. That's the secret sauce. That's what holiday cheer is. It's not the Christmas sweater. It's not the decorating. It's finding beauty in all things, because that is what we are here for. We are here to find beauty in all things, and I'm going to dare you to start with yourself. When I had cancer and lost my hair and breasts, it was like huge because we define ourselves by that, especially as women. And it was like probably a big fear of mine that I didn't really even know I had. But to be able to let go of that and step into who I was, like, I felt almost really, I don't know what the word is, not lucky, but if I were to take something positive from losing my hair and losing my breasts because of having cancer, it would be that I had the opportunity to look at myself in the mirror and know that I am still me without those things. You strip those things away, it was almost like I was actually getting to the heart of who I was, like, almost like and yes, I still put on the makeup, I still would wear a hat or whatever, but it was almost like I could see the beauty in me beyond those things. Like, I realized that talking to people and connecting with people, the feeling that you leave people with was more important than those external things. The external things are for you, and that helps build your confidence, and that's great. But I honestly don't believe that that's how others see us. I think people feel us through our connection. Like, I'd forget that I didn't have hair when I was hanging out with my friends and talking because honestly, at some point, nobody really cared. I know sounds wild. I love complimenting people on their hair to this day. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so pretty." But it's just not I don't walk away from that, like, and, like, linger on that. That's not it. I leave that situation whether they had hair or not because I connected with them. That is finding beauty in all things. That is what the holidays is meant to bring us back to. You nailed it, Brandy. Good job. Right. Alma, good morning to you. Alma, I love seeing you on here. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. You can join this channel for perks. I post more shorts on what to eat to my members because I'm like, I don't know if everybody wants to see that. So if you're a member, you can see what I eat. You get priority reply to comments on any videos. So thank you. Good to see you. Carol, good morning. My hubby and I are going to the hot springs to soak our stressed out and sore bodies today. Get out, Carol. Where do you live? And can I go also? Sounds amazing. I love it. A hot spring. I mean, I love a hot tub, but a hot spring, you can't get much more like connected to the earth than that. I love it. Lydia, on Tuesday, I had my last radiation session in my treatment plan for triple negative breast cancer. Wait for it. And I'm actually feeling weird and anxious about suddenly not going to the cancer center on a regular basis. You're not alone, Lydia. I think a lot of people can feel that way. Like, it's almost like when people are like, am I supposed to celebrate because I'm done? Because I want to celebrate, but I also don't know how to celebrate. And it's just weird. It's been your life. If you're finishing treatment, especially for triple negative, right? You've done your chemo, radiation. Have you done your surgery? Probably. Oh, I'm sure you've done surgery. I mean, this has been 6 months of your life, revolved around appointments, and now it's like, now you're left alone with your thoughts, which is why you come to the lives. Let's talk about it. I am 3 years out from treatment, and I don't get anxiety. That's not true. I was gonna say I don't get anxiety about whether cancer could return or not. Not necessarily. I get anxiety more on a daily basis of, "Ooh, am I doing enough for my health?" Like, I do that with myself, and then I just, like I'm always about, like, thoughts come in and you let them go. We don't have to anchor thoughts, like, we're allowed to have thoughts and then, like, be like, "Ugh, whatever, move on." Um so yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Here's what I would lean into. Is there a way that you can celebrate in some way that's special to you? Do you want to go to dinner to celebrate that you're done? Do you want to, what can you do that could signify that for you? Do you want to gift yourself something that you're done? And then now you have to fill your calendar with something new. It doesn't have to be a social activity, right? You don't have to go join a pickleball group. You can if you want to. Um, but you need to fill it with something new. So what's that new thing gonna be? Is it gonna be, now I'm gonna use that time to to make my grocery list for the week that I'm gonna eat well, look up some new recipes. Am I gonna use that time to go for daily walks? Am I gonna use that time to, um, whatever it is? In a way, you're kinda giving back time. And maybe for some of us, we're going back to work. Well, that's fine too. So at work, are you going to kill it? Are you going to be like employee of the month? Like, whatever it is, like, fill that time in with something that is going to make you feel better. I think that is what I would do. It's up to you how you want to fill that time. It's not going to instantly make that feeling go away. Um, but it will help. It'll help. So, my 2 cents. Mafanta. I just finished my 3rd round of chemo and my collarbone swallow is gone. Oh, good. Is that a good thing? Your collarbone. What is that? Was it swollen? But you finished your 3rd round of chemo. Thank good. I'm glad you're going forward, getting it done. I hope that's a good thing there. Carol, we live in Idaho. Thank you for sharing. What do you do for the holidays in Idaho? Do you guys have snow? Is it, like, super cold? I've been to Montana. It was beautiful in the summer. I don't know what it'd be like in Idaho, but it sounds cold. Kelly Sue. Hi, Marina. I'm two-time hormone positive cancer survivor too. The fear of recurrence is always looming and hard to overcome sometimes. I know your mom is a three-time survivor. Does she help you deal with fear? Um, I don't know that she helps me directly. I think she does what I do. I think we try to just focus on what is currently keeping us busy. And that's our focus. She's been doing great things though. She's been doing like she does yoga at home in the morning. She has a YouTube channel that she gets her videos from and does yoga at home. I just love it. Shameless YouTube plug. YouTube. And then she goes to like the gym sometimes. I mean, she's retired, right? She goes to the gym, she does Zumba. She her job really right now is taking care of my 99-year-old grandma, so she checks in with her at least every other day to make sure she's taken care of. Um, so, I mean, she just leans into what's keeping her busy, and otherwise, I don't know. Her and I don't really sit and talk about, like, "Hey, are you afraid cancer's gonna come back?" We really don't. We're more just like I'm caught up with, like, you know, kids stuff and helping the cancer community, helping, you know, stock a fridge at home, like, I mean, that's it. We just do life, really. I know that doesn't help answer it for you, but here's what we would hope for you, Kelly. As a two-time survivor and my mom is a three-time survivor, we'd hope for you that you find purpose, that you know you're, human just like all of us and you're going to have anxiety and just like it's okay and just enjoy the small things. And that if something were to happen, that there are people that will help you, whether it's your medical team, again, whether it's, changing up some healthy stuff for you in your life. Yeah, I'm a coach if you want to talk to me about things you could change. I mean, there's just it's just not serving you to linger in those feelings. So that's what we would hope for you. And here we are. Look at us. Like we're here and we're alive and that's it. Like we're all like guaranteed today. It might not be cancer that takes us. For most of us, it'll be something else that it will be. So there's no point in feeling like cancer is going to be the end for us. And even if it is, it's something we have no control over at some point. Thank you. Lydia, sounds good. I'll be going back to work in January. Thank you. You're welcome, Lydia. Thank you for commenting. You Mecca, starting my chemo at MD Anderson this week. Plan to use your tips for acupuncture and physical therapy. Awesome. Yes, I'm so glad you found my tips. I go to my cancer center in February, so I will vlog that. I definitely vlog those so you guys can see what it's like to go to appointments. I don't necessarily film in the cancer center a lot for privacy, but I do like to share my thoughts around going to appointments. So definitely. But I need to pop back in and see what services they're offering. I was offered acupuncture when I first had cancer in 2015, and then they took that away during the pandemic. If they offer it back in your cancer center, say sign me up during chemo. It sounds crazy, but I honestly know it helped with neuropathy and it can help you with anxiety. Um, so it's old, what do we call it? Like Chinese medicine? I don't know. It's great. I did it. It helped me. Physical therapy, absolutely. I don't think everybody knows that they can tap into that, but I highly recommend physical therapy. If you have any kind of surgery, um, you can use it to help with movement, with stretching. You've probably paid a lot of your out of pocket, or you're going to if you've been diagnosed with cancer. You've paid your out of pocket on insurance, so you might as well use that. Like for a lot of us, it's like, I've met my deductible. What else can I do? Physical therapy is such a good way to get you moving. And then after that, sign up for a gym or whatever it is. Get some weights for home. Pull up a YouTube video on working out. Carol, Our state has over 300 natural hot springs. Ah, that's so cool. We love to play in the snow in the mountains and cutting our own Christmas tree down. Oh, that sounds awesome. I don't know where you're at, but it sounds awesome. I did a natural hot spring when I visited Alaska. I was like, "Where was I?" Alaska. Um, it was amazing. It was incredible. So great. So one of my favorite trips of all time. I can't wait to take my husband and kids. Oh, okay. There you go. New goals, new goals. We're going to Alaska. I'm putting it in my vision board. You Mecca. I have been using physical therapy for my surgery recovery. Yes. Thank you for reminding somebody that needed to hear that today. If you're watching the replay, you're here, remember to lean into physical therapy. It's available to you with your insurance. Use it, guys. Like I've needed it at times, and it is so, so, so helpful. One of my top tips for after surgery. Perfect. Perfect. Comments were great today. I hope you received some of the message we had to give. Keep it simple and find beauty in all things. That's how we find holiday cheer. Don't compare to others and what they're doing. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you're doing to help yourself today, one day at a time. Guys, come back for the live. I'm going to see you in 2 weeks, Friday, December 27th. I will post to remind you, subscribe so you get the notification for when I go live. It'll be at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'm so thankful for you being here. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for being on the channel. I will see you all so, so soon. Love seeing you guys. Have a great day. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.